Hello, everybody. Happy 4th of July. I'm not sure how many people will actually be watching live today because, it is a holiday. But, hello, welcome. Happy 4th of July. Happy Independence Day to all us Americans. I am happy to be living in the United States. There's nowhere else I'd rather live permanently. And some people might think that's a bit controversial, but I'm glad I was born in the US of A. If you live somewhere else, good for you. But for me, I'm glad I'm here. And today, I thought I'd make some classic Americana type themes, American flag, fireworks, bald eagles, things of that nature. If that's not your vibe, cool. But that's what I'm doing today. And then I'm probably going to watch a Twilight Zone marathon and just watch people get trapped in horrible fates all weekend. Because I love the Twilight Zone. It's definitely my top 10 favorite shows. So yeah, that's what we're going to be doing today. There's some good old-fashioned American style stuff. And I changed the playlist from lo-fi to, I forget what this is. I think it's like first person shooter game or something, or rocker. I don't know. Different vibe we're going for today. We're going for that Americana, that American feel, that American dream. You can hear eagles screeching in your sleep type deal. And for those of you on Twitch, there is a new new sound alert for the 4th of July. A little eagle screech and fireworks appear. So if you are watching on Twitch, that is something that you can do throughout today's stream. But yeah, without further ado, I think it's time to start painting. Do some mountains in the background real quick. They're gonna be a little out of focus because, you know, I'm gonna put a flag, and that's like the main thing that, like the main focus, but I just want there to be something to fill this space at the bottom. Get a little bit of like snow and other small details. Just a little bit. And then no, I don't need that. Just make the full black. You might be wondering, Tina, if you have, if you put all these details on the mountain before and then you're just covering up, what was the point? Well, I don't like to just make things and then not... Like, if I know something, I'm gonna have something in the foreground and it's gonna cover up a lot of stuff. I don't want to just leave the background feeling empty. and like devoid of life and detail. I still want there to be I still want it to feel like the background matters, like even if like the thing that's blocking your view, even if that were gone, there'd still be something to look at. So that's one of the reasons why I continue to include things no matter. I still make a background even if there's going to be an object in the foreground. I still wanted to have that feeling of this would be there no matter what, you know? Just want the picture or the painting to have more life and more depth. Because there is a sunset, the white is kind of like gonna be an off-white. Should have made the pinks more vibrant in the sunset, but you know, you live and you learn. I'll bring you guys a little bit closer so you can see more of what I'm doing. I mean, I'm just making a flag, but I'm trying to get the folds and the fabric right. I'll add some of the different shadows and stuff to it as well, but as of right now I just kind of want to get it in place and then worry about the actual shading a little later. Yeah, that's the feel for the painting. Oh, say can you see type thing. Yeah. You want me to zoom in? Okay. Yeah, I can zoom in for you. I don't know if it'll get... It's a little pixelated. There we go. Thank you. Oh, next one is red. Don't know why I picked up the white. Oh, oops. This is why I don't usually leave my brushes next to the canvases. And happy 4th of July to you too, Mark. Hey, how you doing, DJ Mac? Yes, that was an eagle screech. I made that available for the 4th of July. Oh, Mark, you're in Canada, but there's a lot of Americans there celebrating. That's cool, though. Are people barbecuing and grilling and stuff? Oh, thank you, DJ Mac. I appreciate that. I try to switch things up and not paint the same things over and over. So I'm glad that you're always intrigued by what I make. I'm trying to get a shadow color together. That looks realistic for the for the white part, for the white strips. I feel like that's a little too light. Might need to add a little bit more blue to it. Not yet, but they will. The Calgary Stampede starts tomorrow too. Biggest parade in Canada and the world's biggest rodeo and huge fairground. It's gonna be nuts. That's really cool. I've never been to a rodeo. They seem interesting though. It's always interesting how some people get the creative gene, but it skips over others. You know, I've always liked to do creative things, but I didn't always have a talent for it. It was really something I had to, really something I had to nurture. As Bob Ross used to say, a talent is a pursued interest. So what you're willing to put time in will eventually become your talent. Which is very, very true, because I was not always good at art. I tried for many years and was terrible. But one day the good Lord flipped a switch in my brain and things made sense. The good thing with starting with a darker background for this flag is that for the reds, in order for it to be brighter, I just have to apply just straight red to it. Because there is already that dark, like, purple behind it. I paint very freely. Well, thank you. I think that comes from painting so many tiny ones, because I know if I mess up, you know, it's just on a tiny canvas. Like, I can easily paint over it, or just try the idea again a different day. I'm a lot more cautious and stressed out when I do bigger paintings. I still enjoy doing bigger stuff though, but with the small ones, there's less fear, I'd say. This song gives me Ford truck commercial vibes. New Ford F-150. Carry more weight, go more places, haul more barbecue pits. Okay. You changed when you started using a largest brush as possible. I have actually painted a 2-inch painting with a 2-inch brush. It was stressful. It was stressful, but it's possible. Alright. I like it. It's simple, gets the point across, gives you those Americana vibes. I think next I'll do something a little more specific to the holiday. Gonna put this a little bit to the left and zoom out just a tad. Oh yeah, I could attempt to do the Statue of Liberty with some fireworks. Trying to find like a good reference for the lighting of the Statue of Liberty with fireworks, because I'm seeing like a lot of AI generated or like badly photoshopped things. Oh, this one's kind of cool. It's kind of got like a silhouette. Okay. I need this color. For the sky and for the statue. let that dry a little bit. Have like some kind of smoky looking clouds. Oh, all that dried up. Okay, never mind. Some black, touch of blue, a little bit of white. Yeah, the Statue of Liberty, it is pretty green. It was copper at one point. Well, it's made out of copper. It was like bronze, but it you know, oxidized. So it's pretty green. It's all rusted over and stuff. I think it looks cooler green than it would its original state. That's just me. Okay, we got some old smoke trails in the sky. Now it's time to make our actual fireworks. Yeah, it's like a giant old penny. Maybe I should use my tiny one. Maybe. Okay, I think I got enough fireworks in this scene. It's time for the Statue of Liberty. Goodness gracious. Okay. So in the photo that I'm referencing, the Statue of Liberty is pretty much like backlit. And so I'm gonna start off. Okay. Yeah, I had planned to do it mostly in a silhouette, but then have like a touch of the green popping. I'm just getting a little nervous about the logistics. Okay, do something I rarely ever do, and I'm gonna actually draw something out. It's a little bit wider right there. Okay. And like my head is about right there. And then the body. I'm holding the books or the tablets, I forget what they are. I'm still blown away that I merely suggested something and you're like, okay, I'll do that. Well, back in my early streaming days, when I was streaming purely on Twitch, I would have like a vote thing that people could like type in a code to, and then whatever people voted on, that's what I would make for the day. And so I'm so used to taking people's suggestions, and I'm just like, okay, yeah, sure. I'm like, oh yeah, that's a great idea. Because that's how I got my start. Because most of the time I was like, I don't know what to paint. Like, I paint so many things. And so I would just leave it up to the audience. Hey, Katrina. Yeah. I just want you to see this real quick.
Oh, the Statue of Liberty. I was like, that's a weird tree.
He said that's a weird tree.
From a distance, you know?
What was that? It's like a feather or something. I thought it was a spider web coming down. I was about to freak out. I think this turned out really, really cool. Yeah, I've done lighthouses and ocean scenes like that before. Yeah. There's this one guy who's bought for me a couple times. I only ever see him at Comic Cons. I see him at the same con every year, and every time he sees me, he's like, "Got any more lighthouses?" And so every time I make some, he usually buys them all. Thank you. I appreciate that. Okay. Something else that screams America. I think maybe I will do a bald eagle. They look so cool from a profile view, but like up front it just looks like a normal bird. But from the left or to the right, it's like, yeah, that's the American bald eagle right there. I'm getting my truck. Maybe I'll do one flying. An old dead tree looking over a lake with a bald eagle. Really setting the tone in the scene. It's like this canvas is coming apart a little bit. Okay, it was just a loose string. Let's get some white. Dropping the canvas is not in the instructions. It's just something that I often do. I'm just gonna give myself a little bit more space. Not gonna lie, I miss the quiet lo-fi music, but I gotta keep the theme going. No, I've never seen one up close. How, like, I know people say that they're big, but, like, how big? Like, are they, like, the size of a child? A teenager? Like, how big is this bird? Because I need to know if I should be afraid of it or not. So I've been around like emus and like other stuff like that at like petting zoos and whatnot. I'm just like, that bird is too big. Oh, okay. 2 to 3 feet tall and their wingspan is big. Okay. Yeah, that might be going in the fear category. Uh, I'm not good with animals. I don't know what it is about animals. Maybe they can sense my fear of them. But I don't know. Animals are like, they're always trying to get at me. Like, I love dogs in theory. You know, in theory, you know, they're man's best friend, they're cute and cuddly and whatnot, but when they get near me, they just, I don't know, they just turn into Cujo. And people are like, oh, he doesn't bite. I'm like, are you sure? Are you sure? Because it looks like he wanted some flesh there when he got near me. He saw me and I turned into a cartoon rotisserie chicken. I'm like, you sure the dog doesn't bite?
to that guy when he said most of the sellers only make 40,000 a year.
Okay, we got some Purple Mountains, Majesty. Gonna make the lake water just a little bit dirty. Oh, I should probably add some trees or something to that coastline, just so... Coastline? It's not a coast, just... Whatever. Just so that it doesn't look so... straight. Yeah, some amber waves of grain. Hello, Miss Grits and Butter. How are you doing? Where'd I put the... Where's that other green? Really? I am enjoying my day, Miss Grits and Butter. I am. My sister Katrina had the day off, so she spent the night and made us French toast, and so You know, waking up to breakfast somebody else cooked is always good in my book. And yeah, Mark, my dad used to spend a lot of time in Canada when I was a kid. He always talked about like how beautiful the mountains and stuff were. So I'm not surprised that this looks similar to like Calgary. He would actually go to Calgary quite a bit. I feel like the water is a little too murky. Not that water doesn't get that color, I just want it to have a little bit more blue. Hi Richard! Happy 4th of July to you as well. I don't know what shade I want this water to be. I keep playing with it. I want it to be a little murky, but then I make it too murky, then I make it too blue. Trying to find a nice in between. I think. Okay. I think this is. I think that might be a decent in between. Now I just need like a really good eagle. Like, do I want it flying? Do I want it... I'm looking at so many pictures of eagles and I just can't make up my mind right now. Because I kind of like this one of it perched, but its full wings aren't out. So I'm like trying to look for one where it's like... Now I don't know if I like it perched with its wings out. Can't make up my mind. Okay. Brown. I need brown. Is everyone enjoying their 4th of July's today? Everybody getting ready to grill, cleaning off their grills, getting ready to, well, this question is posed to you, that, so I know I asked at the top of the hour. Okay, you just relaxing today. That's good. It's nice to have a day to not do nothing. Nope, that is too bright. Richard, your parents had you swimming in the rain? And y'all already about to eat? It's 3 o'clock. Oh, you guys are having a big family get together, Miss Grits and Butter? That's nice. Well, I hope you enjoy your day of relaxing. And then enjoy your day with your family later on in the week. My plans, watch the Twilight Zone marathon. I think either my mom or dad is grilling. 'Cause my sister had, she had won a grill at work in a contest. And so I had to put it together like a week or two ago when we got it. But, I think my dad just hooked up the propane tank to it and stuff today. So somebody will grill. It might be like that that gif of my blah 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 words. What are words? That like stare down gif with like P Diddy and that other guy. What was that? The Four, that show. Somebody real real. I don't know who. Mom, dad, me, somebody. Yeah, Sabrina, she'd be winning competitions. I don't know what it is. Favorite god, that's all I can say. But yeah, she won that competition at work. And she really wanted to win it, and then when we got it, she's like, I'm not grilling. I don't cook. Okay. I feel like the lighting that I just did doesn't make sense. That's a little better. Okay, enough stalling. But I'm gonna sketch this out first because I'm afraid of messing up this bald eagle. Okay, see, already I ain't got the proportions right. Okay, let's start with the feet and work our way up. Okay, feet are about there. Well, the talons or whatnot, they're down there. Goes up. Then you've got feathers behind it. Then you got the body coming up. Then after the body, somewhere in the body, there is the eagle head. Nope, nope, nope. I feel like I'm not getting the angle right. It's all about the angles, ladies. Okay, let's at least get the wings in there. Maybe that'll help me. This wing is actually going to come over to the other side too.
Why did she go to New York anyway? If she was a good sailor and worked down south where she was at, why did she stay down there?
Okay. Honestly, this painting will probably take me the rest of the show. I really need to find that brown though. 진짜 어디 있어? Tiny brown it is. No, not that shade. Dang, did I lose that brown too? Am I gonna have to make brown? Oh. Right in front of my face. It's always right in front of my face. Oh dang, there's barely anything in there. I gotta buy some more brown, or find the brown that I bought.
All I got is a steak.
So right now I'm just blocking in this eagle, trying to get the base shade, I guess. I'm trying not to go too much over the line of where the body is, though. Just so I can make a distinction between that and where the feathers are. Thank you, Jessica Studio. Might be a little too bright right there. I'm trying to get the hue right. I feel like it's somewhere in between like this brown, gray, and light pink mixture for the bottom feathers. Yes! I think I got it. I think this is the right mixture. Need a touch more pink. Oh my gosh. My sister came out of nowhere. My sister came out of nowhere and just like stuck her head and just like casted a shadow. Oh my gosh. I was so focused. I did not see her. Oh. Thanks for playing the Eagle Screech, Miss Grits and Butter. Hello, GB models. Hello there. How are you? Are you going? Good to see something different on YouTube. Nice work. Thank you. Thank you. I am doing good, GB models, and you have 22,000 points. Oh, you can play the Eagle Screech 22,000 times.
We don't make mistakes. We have happy accidents.
Okay, now that the back feathers are pretty much in there, I think we can start working on the body. And I can figure out where this eagle's head is, because I could not do that before for some reason. Your screen froze and you thought I was deep in thought. That's funny, Mark.
Hey, that's pretty good.
Okay, so... got some lighter feathers down there. Might interrupt them a little bit, get some darker shades in there. How long have I been painting for? I started in 2015. Or is it 2016? 8 or 9 years, something like that. I've been painting minis only probably for about 7 of those years, though. Maybe 6 or 7. When I first started out, I was just trying different sizes and styles and different things, but once I started making minis, I was like, okay, this is the thing I think I'm going to stick with for a while. I still make large ones every now and then. As you can see, there's a big one next to me, and there's some in the background, and this one's really big too. I just have it covered up so it doesn't get messed up. But Yeah, I like to do miniatures. Okay, now I think I can figure out where the head is now. It's still a little wet. I might work on the feathers at the bottom. Thank you! I appreciate that. Gonna do an off-white again with a touch of this light pink. Get a touch of brown and just kind of blend those together. Yeah, it looks a little better. Okay. I think now it's time to make the head. Hopefully this looks nice and this is not a happy accident. Okay. Just gonna outline it. Okay. I don't think it looks too bad. Try and make some smaller feathers with this tiny, tiny brush. Thank you. Okay. Put down some brilliant yellow, and then I'm gonna mix that, I think, with this orange just to tone it down a little bit. touch of white. Okay, yeah. I think that's a good shade for both our beak and our talons. This one's a little bit more in shadow, so I'm adding a touch of orange, just so that it's a shade darker. Going back up in the beak. Just want to smooth things out. Kind of get a little bit of water on my brush. Then go back in on the paint just so that it's a little bit smoother. Get a little bit more yellow. Okay. It's moments like this I wish I could physically zoom in. Alas, I cannot. Just gonna get real close and try to do this eye. Outline that in black. I'm gonna get the paint real thin, basically have it to like an ink consistency. Make sure there's no extra moisture on my brush. If the moisture's just in the hairs. Okay, so it's a little too small. I outlined it a little too much. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. I need like a little nostril thing. on the beak. I'm just gonna touch up the feathers, but I am... Oh, I need to have, like, the actual, like, pointy part of the talons. Silly me. How could I forget that? Let me just touch up these feathers before I move on to that. Yeah, I do. I do pump them out. I just want a really, really thin line. Just like on the beak, just so you can see where it... Okay. What's next? Well, I've hit my 2-hour mark, and that's usually where I pause it. Cause that's usually where I give myself a break. But I appreciate everybody that was watching today, whether that was on Twitch or YouTube. My sister is shouting "Bonsai" in the corner. I don't know why. Okay. Sorry, that just distracted me for a second. But yeah, I thank you everybody that was chilling with me today, and thank you, Mark, for giving me the different ideas for the paintings. I really had fun with you guys, chatting and talking about your 4th of July plans and talking about art a little bit. I appreciate you guys so much. You guys can catch me next Tuesday or Thursday from 2 to 4 p.m. That is Eastern Standard Time. But yeah, I really enjoyed these paintings, and I enjoyed my time with you guys. But I will have to catch you guys a little bit later. Well, later as in next week. But thank you guys. Thank you for chatting with me and hanging with me while I made some art. And I hope you guys have a wonderful 4th of July and a good weekend as well.